activity number 6.8, chapter 6, page number 61. So in this, what we will do, we will take a test tube, okay, and then we will add vinegar into it and a pinch of baking soda. Okay, baking soda, that is also known as sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. And we will take vinegar and it will give carbon dioxide. It will release carbon dioxide and other substances. Carbon dioxide plus other substances. Here, when this carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, what will happen? Yes, it will turn milky. And what is the name of that substance that is formed? Calcium carbonate. Okay. When the lime water reacts with carbon dioxide, it forms calcium carbonate. Clear? And it will result into the milkiness. Clear? And water is also released. Friends, you will write the word equation here. You will not use any chemical formula. Okay? But यहाँ में मैंने आप लिख लिया ना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लिख हुआ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. Yes, obviously it can be asked. Standard test of this reaction. It is for the standard test of carbon dioxide. That whenever the carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, then it will result in the milkiness. It is due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Clear? So the next. Anji? We can take carbon dioxide. Huh? Yeah, this one is the standard test. Clear? Now the next is in the activities from 6.6 to 6.8, you saw that in each chain one or more new substances are formed. Okay, when the magnesium reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Okay, and further magnesium oxide on reaction with water, it will form magnesium hydroxide. And the next reaction was in the reaction between copper sulfate and iron. Okay, it forms iron sulfate, that is green in color, and there is brown deposition on the iron nail, that is of copper. Clear? And then now the next one, that whenever the vinegar reacts with baking soda, it produces carbon dioxide and other substances also. And when this carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, it forms calcium carbonate and water. Okay, so in these changes, in all the activities from 6.6 to 6.8, there is the changes that are taking place are termed as chemical changes. Here, so in the chemical changes, what happens? There is a formation of new substance takes place. Next is the chemical change. First one is the new substances formed. And next Irreversible. Irreversible. And next is permanent change. Yes, change in properties. Okay. Change in the composition or properties, you can write. And the chemical change is accompanied by heat, release of heat or release of light, release of gas, change in the color. Okay, that are already given. That sound is also produced. Sound may be produced. And a change in the smell, a color change, a gas may be formed. Okay, so these chemical changes are accompanied by all these. Clear? Now the next is the magnesium. Burning of magnesium ribbon is a physical or chemical change? Burning of coal, wood and leaves. Burning of and burning of candle. Physical and chemical both. Clear? So burning of any substance is a chemical change. Burning is always accompanied by production of heat. Okay, when the burning takes place, there will be release of heat. Clear? Light. Yes, you can write light and heat. But in the book, it is only given for that burning is always accompanied by the production of heat. Page number 62. Here you can write, you can add a light also and gas also. Now coming to the next one. Explosion of a firework is a physical or chemical? Because in this there is production of heat, light and sound. Here. And when the food gets spoiled, it produces a false smell. So, shall we call this the chemical change? Yes. And when the slice of an apple acquire a brown layer, when it is come in contact with air, and then it is a physical or chemical? Chemical. You sometimes it's not chemical. Now the next is neutralization reaction. The reaction between acid and base. It is a physical or chemical? Chemical change. Why it is chemical? Salt and water are produced that are new substances and there is evolution of heat also. Yes, so neutralization is a chemical change. Now coming to the next one, a protective shield. Okay, our earth is protected by the harmful radiations, that is ultraviolet radiation. Yes, and the ozone layer protects the earth. Okay, ozone layer. And yes, so ozone layer, it saves us from the harmful radiations of sun. Okay, and otherwise it will cause so many diseases like skin cancer. Okay, and other skin diseases also. So the oxygen is different from ozone. Clear? Oxygen is different, ozone is different. Clear? So the breaking of ozone into breaking of ozone is said to be chemical or physical change? Chemical change. So the breaking down of ozone is a chemical change. Clear? Now the next is, if ultraviolet radiation were not absorbed by ozone, it would reach the Earth's surface and cause harm to us and other life forms. Ozone acts as a natural shield against this radiation. Underline this. Ozone acts as a natural shield against the radiation, these radiations. Now the next is, we studied in the chapter 1 that the plants make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is the physical or chemical change? Chemical change. Okay. And the digestion of food is physical or chemical? Chemical change. Very good. हाँ जी कौन So now coming to the next one, topic 6.3, rusting of iron. So whenever the iron reacts with oxygen and water, or you can say moisture and air, what happens? There is the presence of brownish layer on that on the surface of iron. That is called as rust or iron oxide also. And that iron oxide is totally different from the iron. Okay, iron and rust are not similar. Here they have different properties. Iron is not rust. The rusting of iron and what happens when iron come in contact with air and moisture? Okay, oxygen you can write oxygen, water, moisture bracket में लिख सकते हो. It will form iron oxide. Here it will form iron oxide. Try to write the reaction in one line. ठीक है? Don't write this in this way also. Clear? ऐसे बिना के आप ऐसे double lines use कर सकते हो for a single substance. Clear? But try to write the reaction in one line. Clear? Now coming to the next one. Please underline for the rusting process, the presence of both oxygen and water is essential. Clear? So whenever if the moisture is high, then the process of rusting will be fast. Okay, if there is less amount of moisture, for example in dry areas, the rusting process is slow. Clear? Now, so next is the how we can prevent rusting. We can prevent rusting by applying paint, oil or grease. Okay, and also we can yes, we can cover the we can deposit a layer of other metal, for example zinc and chromium on iron so that it does not get rusting, and the process is called as galvanization. Now in the next one, so this process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron, it is called as galvanization. Clear? Depositing the zinc or layer of zinc. Clear? So in this way we can prevent the rusting of iron. Okay, in our homes also, the pipes that are used to carry water, that are galvanized so that the iron will not get rusted. Clear? Now PVC pipes are available. Clear? But जो आयरन की पाइप्स यूज करते हैं तो उनमें जिंक की कोटिंग होनी चाहिए, अदरवाइज इसको बहुत जल्दी रस्ट लग जाएगा। हाँ जी होती है, क्यों नहीं होती है। प्लास्टिक की nowadays plastic is more popular among, हाँ जी, sorry your voice is not audible. That, yes, different types of plastic pipes are available in the market. So then the next is, you know that the ships are made up of iron and a part of them remains under the water. On the part above water drops also start clinging. Okay, that they stick to the ship. Okay, because वो तो सारा means के water में ही रहता है तो ज़्यादा contact है water के साथ, rusting के chances भी ज़्यादा हैं, salt भी ज़्यादा होते हैं, and the presence of salt enhances the rusting process. So therefore the ship suffer a lot of damage due to the rusting. And now, so therefore, a fraction of ship's iron has to be replaced every year. So therefore, it is a huge loss because the iron is getting rusting in the water also, and there are so many presence of salts that are enhancing the rusting. तो उसमें क्या है, बहुत ज़्यादा loss हो रहा है, financially भी हो रहा है, economically भी हो रहा है, ठीक है. And then now the important blue box is given. Stainless steel is made by mixing iron with carbon and metals. Stainless steel, it is not a single thing. Here, there are other substances are also present. It is made by mixing the iron with the carbon and the other metals like chromium, nickel and manganese. Clear? Otherwise, जो iron के अब तो हम utensil भी stainless steel के use करते हैं. Most of the things, yes, bottle also. So that otherwise what will happen if we use iron utensils, it will get rusted. Okay, and obviously it will be a great loss. Now the next is crystallization. What is crystallization? Yes, what is crystallization? What is crystallization? Only one student? Yes, Ramni. Okay, and from their solution. Here you will mention that from their solution. Here. So crystallization is a physical change or chemical change? Physical change. Crystallization. Here, so it is a physical change. And just give me a minute. Online students, please mark your attendance. I am pasting Google form. Just give me a minute, sir. So next activity 6.9. In this, we have to prepare the crystals of copper sulfate. Firstly, what we will take? We will take a beaker. We will add water into it. Heat the water. Okay, and then yes, we will add sulfuric acid. Okay, when the water gets, when we heat the water, then add a few drops of sulfuric acid. Okay, and then start adding copper sulfate. Okay, and you have to add copper sulfate up to that much time until it form a saturated solution. Clear? So a few drops of sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid and copper sulfate powder. Copper sulfate powder. Here, and the next is we will continue adding copper sulfate powder till no more powder is can be dissolved. That means up to that point जब तक saturated solution नहीं बन जाता है, ठीक है? So what is saturated solution? Yes, people. Okay. So very good, Siddhant. Saturated solution is a solution is said to be a solution is said to be saturated if it cannot dissolve more amount of substance in it. Okay, any substance. Here copper sulfate की बात करेंगे तो copper sulfate in it. Here saturated solution वो होता है. And now the next is filter the solution. Clear? And then allow it to cool. Do not disturb the solution while it is cooling. Okay. And if we are not able to get the crystals, wait for some time. Again. Clear? Now this chapter is completed. Now what you have learned on the page number 65, changes can be of two types, physical and chemical change. Physical changes are changes in the physical properties of the substances. No new substances are formed in these changes. These changes may be reversible. Next is in chemical changes, new substances are formed. Some substances can be obtained in pure substrate from their solution by crystallization. Clear? So this chapter is completed. Next chapter of revision test is chapter number 1 that we will discuss tomorrow. Clear?